Strategy and Snark presents Dungeons & Dragons Online. Welcome back! We are here at the Wayloon Prison. We are doing the epic Shadowfell Conspiracy. I had to look up the name again. Yes, so this is one of the adventure packs. I want to say it was the second adventure pack. It debuted with epic mode. And we've got a lot of ground to cover. So, we're just going to start jumping right in. I have already picked up all 5 of the quests. And right there, you're going to see one of the advantages that we get because we've already done heroic. We don't have to go back to town to pick up the last quest. It's a very minor thing, but it makes me happy. We are just going to run the circle. We're going to go down and just clockwise around this whole place, knock all these quests out as fast as possible. When I can, we're going to be trying to just speed run this. We are not really going for any high scores here. I'm going to make the game earn its dungeon alert. Although this one in particular, we would die if we ran too fast. But so, we've done all these before. On the off chance that you just clicked on this because it happens to be the newest video, welcome. The point of this playlist is to play through every single quest in the game, both in heroic mode and epic mode, epic being after level 20. We've already played these during the heroic. We did everything during heroic. Mostly what I'm looking for here is differences. You know, is it worth playing both versions during a character's life, or are you just kind of farming the XP? I was going to say wasting your time, but there is no wasting your time if you like the quest. Doing something twice because you like it is perfectly fine. What we're really looking for is, are you missing out if you only do one or the other? That's what I'm really looking for, is there any reason you're missing out doing one or the other? My initial guess for this one, no. I don't have any strong negative, like, I don't hate this pack like some people do. I don't go out of my way to come here, but you know, it's fine. What it really lacks is named items, I think. And its epic and heroic are a little close together. Like level range. The levels are not really split apart very far. But that's just my initial guess. That's my hunch. I would be more than happy to be wrong. Maybe as we go through here, I notice a bunch of stuff that's like, oh, that wasn't how it happened in heroic. That's way different. I don't think that's going to happen, but let's be fair. If it does happen, I will call it out. I think that's where I want to go. So far, these enemies are nice and squishy. I like it when you have guys who don't take forever to individually kill. That's something I think DDO does really well, when it's doing it well, is just like the hordes of easily killed guys. The problem is when they send waves and waves of guys at you and they take more than a couple seconds to kill. which is partially a character power level thing. I get that. But, I think sometimes the devs forget that all of the new people playing their game, they cut their teeth, as you will, one-shotting kobolds in the sewers, right? Normal mode. I mean, even on hard mode, right? Most character builds that are not actually wizards are one-shotting kobolds, even on elite a lot of the time. Regular kobolds go down easy. Come on. Just pull the lever. And yeah, I get that you don't want every monster in the game to be a chump and go down in one hit. But I feel like there should be still the idea that the guys you're fighting like here, I'm smashing through them. That's how it should be. If I'm having trouble with something, that means that I should drop the difficulty. Or I can push forward at my own pace if I want. I'm just going to go slower. If I'm under level, if I know I'm under geared, etc., like I'm doing it to challenge myself, that's different than, I wandered forward 2 feet too far and the enemies are 10 levels higher. Which is really just a long way of saying, some of the packs we've been doing kind of overtuned some stuff. They were newer, so they were tuned to the newer power level of players. And that's not always a good thing. When even a solidly built, even if under geared, paladin steps on a trap and instantly dies, it's like, this isn't Reaper mode, right? And it's not like the trap I'm thinking of. It's not like there was an obvious way for me to go around it. Maybe there's one I don't know about, right? But Clonk Clonk the Paladin here, they wouldn't know there was a way around. But when I'm actively being surrounded by like a dozen armed guys with basically guns, right? That we were fighting Warforged with rune arms and stuff. So we were fighting robots with freaking laser beams, okay? And I can fight a dozen of them at the same time without breaking a sweat. And then like one large generic sword swings from the ceiling and I just die. Like, there's no way that a trap has more oomph behind it than the robot with the laser gun. Especially in epic level. Really, any epic level character should be basically immune to physical damage. I feel like we're making really good time in this quest. Holy crap! Have I ever done this quest this fast? Wasn't there a second sewer section? Did I just autopilot the second sewer section without even thinking about it? I feel like I missed something. I'm not complaining. At least, as long as I win this fight, I'm not complaining. Ooh, does this do anything now? Ooh, we stunned that guy. Haha! We stunned that guy. I can't use adrenaline anymore for the rest of the fight. But I stunned one guy. And I believe we're getting a passive damage bonus from the Consecrate. Yeah. 8 minutes. Have we really been in here 8 minutes? I mean, that is a short amount of time. But it's also like, wow, where did the time go? Evasive. Dodge, reflex, spell resist, incite, balance. Interesting. And an augment slot. It's a whole bunch of stuff that I'm never going to bother using. I was about to say, if it's not a named item, I don't care. Oh, look, a named item. Don't care. The named items in this chain are notoriously bad. I will say, and by I mean people in the comments have mentioned that this entire pack, actually all of the Forgotten Realms packs in general, the side objectives, like those like side chests that you can get, actually do have named loot. So in Eberron, like the normal quests that we're used to, it's very rare for a side chest to have a named item in it. How am I, like, picking the wrong way to go every time I try to jump over these stupid buildings? Get out of my way, thugs. So normally, if you want named items, you go straight to the end chest, because that's where the named items drop. But in Forgotten Realms, a lot of these side chests actually have named loot in them. I hate having to go over things. Really? You fucking don't stand a chance. Oh, Zastra. I'm sorry. Am I in your territory? You've got 20,000 HP and you're 2 levels higher than me? What's that? You're down to 7,000 HP? What's that? You're down to 1,000 HP? Alright, was it worth it? Was it worth it to chase the guy who was literally walking away from you? You and all your cronies are dead. And no one will miss you. You serve Shar gladly. Okay. We've been over this before. Cultists are crazy and not the fun kind. So let's talk about Shar, okay? Isn't Shar, I need to go that way. Shar is the like god of darkness, I think. Let's find out. Let's find out. Let's see. Shar. The Faerunian goddess of darkness and night. The malevolent counterpart. Oh, twin to the goddess of Saloon. Created the Shadow Weave, which is apparently like an evil source of magic. Oh, but that thing broke too, so it's gone. Yeah, she's just... Yeah, darkness. And her picture is just like a Chinese lady holding two swords. Picture Psylocke from the X-Men in D&D armor, which of course means no pants. And that is apparently the official art of Shar? No, this is a fan wheel. Okay. It's not the official art. Okay. It's good. I hope that's not the official art. Moving on. Point is, Shar, okay? Shar is goddess of night and things done at night. Specifically bad things. You've got to be in a bad place in your life to be like, yep, that's my god. So, I'm not saying Wayloon's a great place, right? Right here, in this quest, we are active... Oh, I'm supposed to talk to the survivor. Let's not mess that up again. Because I've done that before. Okay, hi, goodbye. Have fun dying. I would resurrect her, but... why? The soul has to be willing. There's no way that person actually wants to come back here. Which really leads me into what I was about to say anyway. They mention in this quest, among others, that there are natives of Wayloon. Like, this is a prison city, but it was a city first. Like, they didn't do a very good job of getting the regular people out of the city before they walled it off and just said it's a prison city and started just chucking prisoners in over the walls. What was the plan? Did you bother castrating any of the criminals before you yeeted them into this city? It's not like you separated it by gender. So you know there's going to be generations born in this prison city. Oh, Jesus. It's like, it's Australia, right? The British yeeted people off to Australia because that was their penal colony. And then what? Then you end up with Australia. I've never been to Australia. I've never heard anybody complain about Australians. But I would never really want to go there. It's hot, and literally every single one of their wild animals wants to kill you. Like, no, we do not. I don't want to have to fight for survival to go to work every day. There we go. If I see a wild animal, I want to be reasonably confident that I could take it in a fight. I want to win enough that I could get to a hospital afterwards. I talked to you and then you walked away from me. Okay, I was gonna say, are they really not going to attack? That's the difference on Epic. No one's actually attacking. You're just running around, like, saying the sky is falling. Sure, we'll go kill these ones. Man, it's nice to have AoE. I like hitting more than one guy per swing. I like getting full damage. Back in the day, they used to have a glancing blow ability where you would get to do part of your damage. That was what you would get for two-handeds. Like, I hit for 50 and maybe 5 goes to everybody else I touched with the sword. It was a major change when we got actual full everything on every hit. That was a big deal. That was a big deal. But yeah. We're basically in Australia. I'm going the wrong way, aren't I? I think I am. I think I did this last time I was here, too. This stupid rat noise is so loud. It's like, I get it. There's rats. So yeah, okay. To continue my thought with Shar, what I was trying to get at was, I don't think a normal person would be like, what deity should I serve for the rest of my life? And, you know, that will also determine my... Damn, I went the wrong way again. They'll also determine my afterlife, like actively, concretely, observably. The God I worship shall also determine how my afterlife is going to be. I'm gonna pick Lucifer because he seems like a fun guy, and it'll annoy Dad. You're seriously going to throw away eternity? Like, just let's think about this logically, okay? I'm pretty sure this has come up before. Probably the last time we were in Wayloon. So once again... But that was odd. You're in a world where the gods can literally peel back the heavens, stick their giant glowing head through the sky and go, "Hey, you guys!" Right? The world is literally an ant farm. And there are dozens of gods just watching at all times. And you pick the evil god to worship? Did they have a great presentation? Did they have cookies? Did they offer you a free car wash? It's not like the good aligned gods are asking much, right? There's a lot of neutral, good leaning gods that are basically like, hey, hug a tree now and then, try not to commit any genocides. That's it. That's it. There's a lot of very laid-back gods who ask very little. And you picked the devil. Why? Now, I can understand, okay? The reason I bring this up, I can understand. If you are born in prison, the outside world has literally said that you cannot be worth anything because you were born in prison, and no one will even think about giving you a chance to show that you don't deserve to have been born in prison. Okay? I can understand those people being a mite angry, and perhaps would follow an evil god just for the sake of spiting the world that's spited them. I get that. But I bet you that there's a good aligned god of vengeance out there that you could be the Punisher instead. Or maybe just a straight good one, just like the god of freedom or something. The Traveler. He's not even a good aligned god. Worship the Traveler and he will get you out. You know, there's answers. What? I don't know if I've ever seen that optional before. A lost niece near the northern camp. Is she the dead one? I got some bad news. There was only one person on the northern camp. And they ain't there anymore. Alright, where's my thingy I'm supposed to pick up? That the game doesn't actually actively tell you that you're supposed to be picking a thingy up. Where you go, thingy? I didn't already pick it up, did I? So there... Oh, I have 2 snake crests. Why would it be 2 of the same crest? That doesn't sound right. I don't know. I've been distracting myself talking, so let's just get out of this quest. I thought the Harvest Hall thing was on this side somewhere. No, we're missing an entire other camp. Right? The one that... The one that has the walls come down on either side of you. It's the one I normally get first when I'm wandering. Let's just keep going to the side, I guess? I don't know. This is what I get for not paying attention. Because I was talking. I have a bad feeling about this. I can dispel this. Get out of my way, spell ward. Stuck on a corner. Alright, so here's guys who are trying to attack the place. I'm thinking of the southern camp. We did east and west. Yeah, here we go. Okay. It was right around the corner. This is... Man, that was throwing me off. Because the Harvest Hall thing should be around here. Yeah. Whatevs. Hey, bad guys. Hello, bad guys. Goodbye, bad guys. About the time their second guy is cut in half, I think they would probably go, I thought these were just guys. Just one spin attack, 3 guys fall down, and that guy in the back's like, I'll get him with an arrow. That'll stop him. A pointy stick. This guy's imbued with the power of chaos, and he's still getting chopped up. You see that? Fred had superpowers. We're just people. What are we supposed to do? I don't actually know why they're under attack, now that I think about it, because I thought they were all working for Shar, right? That's the whole point of most of the pack. But then you listen to some of the things that these... I thought that was the Elder that went down, and I was like, oh shit, did we just lose? But no, the Elder's actually trying to do some damage. The Elder remembers when Weilun used to just be a city. Okay. Do you have to do east and west? Is that why I have two snake? And why I keep getting confused? You only have to do one or the other? Maybe that's why I keep getting screwed up. I'm not going back to redo the quest to test that. But the next time I wander through, there's a small chance that I will test that to see if I actually need to do both sides. I don't know. It's already pretty late here. I'm just getting a head start on what's going to be a very long video. Technically, there's only 10-ish quests to cover. But they're pretty spread out. If I could just go quest to quest, bang, 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 I could probably do it in one sitting. But the large amount of running between the quests really adds up. Did you crash? Oh, hey. She's literally unstoppable as long as she has allies. I do not remember that being a thing. That might be unique to the epic. Or it just never happened before. Are you going to do it again at like 50% health? Yep. I don't think I've seen that happen before. But I'm pretty sure I did this quest recently. So, I mean, I know I did it recently because I did it on hardcore. But of course I did it on heroic and hardcore. Because there's enough things out here that it's like, I don't know if I want to come out here on epic, on hardcore. I don't want to accidentally get too close to one of them shadow beholders, you know, among other things. Sup? But we don't want to exit that way because I'm pretty sure that puts us at the bottom of the map and we want to continue up, so we're going to recall instead of walking out the quest. We're going to see if I remembered that right. Probably close enough. Alright. Now we need to go all the way up. So that's 2 down, 3 to go. 2 down, half an hour in. Not bad. So the first quest was, what, 10 minutes? So that one was 20. And considering that one I get turned around a lot, I feel like 20's not bad. I have no jump. I am so chonky. You're never gonna catch me, bad guys. What's the opposite of copper? You know, like the bad guys go, "You'll never get me, copper." What's the Hello, big worm. Goodbye, big worm. It's the opposite of copper. That was not the person I meant to hit. just clearing you so I can pull the lever. Whack. I mean, it's cops and robbers, but I don't feel like that's it. Crook. I don't know. Maybe there's not a good old-timey jab of way to say, like, criminal. Sure, maybe they're not all criminals. Maybe they're a native that's just gone native. I don't know. I have trouble believing that, like, there aren't lines of paladins outside demanding justice for the obviously innocent people that got sealed in. I have a hard time believing there's not like a legion of paladins of Torm or someone just like outside, like, we are going to burn this wall down and let everybody out, and we will just smite them all on the way out, and the ones that explode were evil. Like, I mean, obviously we have Australia, right? So obviously this happened in the real world. Did they know Australia was already inhabited? They probably didn't care. It's a very British thing to not care. Ba, 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 ba. I actually don't know a whole lot about. What are they? What are they called? The Aborigines? Is that the name for the original Australians? I just kind of imagine them like Native Americans with boomerangs. Like, there's just nothing there, and it's getting the blanks are getting filled in with Native American because that's the closest thing I have. That's interesting that I don't know anything. Like, I'm sure I must have heard some kind of Aboriginal story. I know the word. I must have heard something about it. Don't know. Most places have some cool stories, though. They get... I betcha if I started looking things up, I would find that I do know a story. It's just been Disney-fied. Because that's how it works in America. Lately, I think they've been pretty good, though. What is it? I am curious, as someone without the knowledge to truly know if they're doing a good job or not. I am curious if the most recent Disney movies, you know, their whole business plan is go read another culture's like stories and then turn it into a cartoon. Like, that's just literally their business model. I liked Moana, right? The one about Hawaii. I wonder how close to the source material that was. Because I remember I was interested enough in that one to kind of like, I looked up a little bit about it on Wikipedia, and the little bit that I remember, they obviously took some liberties, because the past Man, if you think anybody is bad today, you would hate everybody yesterday. Oh, man. Oh, man. Oh, shit. I remember what it was. I looked up Maui. Right, he's the one The Rock plays. Oh, God. Okay. The next time anybody complains about somebody making, like, any remark or something and saying, like, you're a terrible person, you need to stop existing. Okay, go look up how Maui dies. Go look up how Maui dies. The guy The Rock plays, okay, happy, singy, dancy, happy ending, you know, hooray, girl power, it's frozen but in Hawaii, whatever. I like the movie, okay? Oh, man. If you want to just ruin your opinion of, like, Hawaiian storytelling, go look up how Maui dies. I'm not even going to say it. Right? I remembered it just now, and I'm like, oh, no. I choose not to. The past was the worst. People give Disney a lot of shit for, like, whitewashing everything, right? I don't think people are ready, okay? People are not ready for the uncut, un-Disney-fied version of these stories. It's probably a catch-22, though, okay? A lot of us who are alive today grew up with the Disney versions of things, right? Think Grimm fairy tales, okay? Little Mermaid just came out. Little Mermaid just came out. I have not seen the live action one. I have family members who have, and they said it was not very good. And when one of the ones who went to go see it is a little 6-year-old girl, and she didn't think it was very good, then I think they whiffed on their target audience. Well, let's be real. I was never in the target audience for that movie, and there's a good chance that neither was anyone in my family. So, it's alright. Don't have to like everything. Not everything's for you. That's fine. But, you know, without even having seen the movie, you know what I'm absolutely sure they did not do? You know what I'm absolutely sure that Disney did not do? It's murder the Little Mermaid at the end of the movie. If you've never read The Little Mermaid, she fucking dies at the end, okay? In a big, like, Christian fable, like, you know, well, you were too naughty, die. Just, I don't remember exactly, but it's basically a big Christian moral about be more Christian or go to hell. Like, be a good Christian or your soul is forfeit. Like, it has nothing to do with togetherness or friendship or learning to, like, cross boundaries and be, like, you know, we're not so different, you and I. None of that shit. That is not in the original. Right? The Disney version of The Little Mermaid, something like, I think it was from the 50s or something. Can't be that old, can it be? Whatever. The one, when I say The Little Mermaid, the one you're thinking of, right? That one. That kind of needs to be the default Little Mermaid. No, nobody should go back and read the original one. The original one is not worth it anymore. Like, we have moved on as a society, and that's okay. Personally, like, do I like it when, like, I don't know, Pokemon decides to retcon something? Not usually. Usually I'm like, oh, well, why didn't you just build on it instead of just changing it, right? Well, the answer is people make mistakes, right? People make mistakes, and people change their mind, and, you know, sometimes it's just, maybe they just had a better idea later, and it was too late to change it, so they're like, you know what, screw it, my new idea is better, we're just going to retroactively make this right, and everybody who learns of this thing from now on will think it was this way all the time. That's fine, as long as you're making it better. I might still miss the old way something works, but you changing a thing doesn't change my experience with it. I still had that thing, and now if the thing is better, my son can go and enjoy the thing, and we will both enjoy the thing. And we can compare and contrast back in my day or whatever. But we both can enjoy the thing. You know what would have happened if Disney made The Little Mermaid? Well, let's back up. You know what would have happened if Disney didn't make The Little Mermaid? No one would fucking know The Little Mermaid. You know how I know this? The Boy and His Bull. That is a similarly aged story from the same fucking book. Like, I've got a big, thick, probably like 50-something-year-old Reader's Digest of old fairy tales. It's got Little Mermaid in it. It's got the Snow Queen in it. It's got The Boy and His Bull. And you've probably never heard of that one because there's no Disney version. That story will not exist in the popular culture, and it will fade into obscurity until Disney decides to do that one. And even the ones Disney does, Three Caballeros, that hasn't got any attention in a long time. I think that was based on some actual story, I think. They just stuck, that was Donald Duck they stuck in that one, right? I don't think I've actually seen that one, but I could kind of visualize the box art. Whatever, though, like, some of these older stories, like, Disney hasn't revisited them in literally 30, 40, 50 years. People forget. That's why Disney goes back and does things like the live-action Little Mermaid. Why did they do that? To remind people of The Little Mermaid. To give people more Little Mermaid. Right? They don't have to remake the original one. They just have to remind people of the original one. And even if they hate the new one, like a lot of my family didn't like the new one, but that's fine, right? Because all of a sudden there's a new wave of hype for Little Mermaid. And my little 6-year-old niece is like, what's Little Mermaid, right? And they're like, watch this original one, and she'll love that one. Because that one was very much more obviously meant for kids. So, like, it does not... Making another one does not take away from the original. And we want the farther one. We're making pretty good time going through this prison. Even with me ranting. Get out of my way, boxes. We don't want the barn. We want on the other side of the barn. God damn it. We want the other side of the barn. Man, so like, let's take something I have seen. I love Beast Wars, which is effectively season 3 of Transformers. And even just calling it season 3 of Transformers will make a lot of people very angry. Because a lot of people did not see Beast Wars as part of their series. But you know what functionally happened? Right? So, original Transformers was late 70s, early 80s, give or take, roughly. It was my dad's era. Beast Wars came out early 90s. So that's what was on TV when I was little. Are they the same characters? No. But it's the same franchise. The toys are the same idea. It was a legacy franchise, which was unintentional, but honestly cooler for me and my brother, that we knew of Optimus Prime. We knew he was like this legendary hero. Like, we knew he was the main character of the original show. We know he was important. We knew he was the big bad good guy, right? But we didn't have access to that show because, you know, Netflix didn't exist when I was a kid. We only got to watch the shows that were on at the time we happened to turn the TV on. I don't need to go in there. I already have the key. Which one of you is the locked door? Maybe it is this way. Yep. So my brother and I watch Beast Wars. You get those toys, right? My dad likes to buy us these toys because he had toys like this. He remembers Transformers, and no, he doesn't recognize any of the characters because they're all animals, right? They didn't exist. But we still got to share the idea of Transformers, and then even more years go by, right? And the Michael Bay Transformers movie comes out, and it's like, oh, Dad, look, it's your Transformer on a movie. And he wants to see it because it's bringing back things from when he was little. And I want to see it because, look, it's that guy I've only heard of, right? I haven't seen the original show. I've only heard it whispered in legend. God, seriously, 45 seconds of I can't open the fucking door. Thank you. You, run. But yeah. Honestly, it kind of worked better as a legacy franchise. Like, don't make, like, just to keep beating on Little Mermaid, like, what if, instead of literally remaking beat for beat the original, which I don't know if that's what they did or not, because I haven't seen it. I assume that they just kind of redid the original movie, only live action. You know, what if they had just made a similar movie, but had their own beats, right? Without stepping on the original one's toes. So then you go and watch this new one and you're like, wow, this is basically an entirely different movie with the same title, but it's the same theme. And now we can go back and watch My Little Mermaid, and the kids will go, wow, that's an entirely different movie, but it's basically the same theme. Wow, right? Now you've got something to talk about. You don't necessarily have to call it Little Mermaid 7 or whatever it would have to be. I know there was a Little Mermaid 2, like, home movie thing, but most people don't talk about the home Disney movies. If Disney makes a movie and they're not confident enough to put it in the theater, whoo. That's usually not a good sign. Because Disney likes money. And I can't imagine it costs proportionally that much to make the reels, and just, even if you just gave them away, you already made the movie, right? This is from the point of view, they already made the movie. They're just choosing not to promote it. Although there are... What was that movie? When COVID hit. I don't remember what the movie was. But there was a movie that was done. It was ready. Right? Final edit. Done. And it did not get released. And I think it still hasn't been released. Because I think that's why it got brought up. And I think the reasoning was something to the effect of, if they didn't release it, they got like a bigger tax break or something, completely writing off the entire thing as a COVID expense than any potential money they would have made from releasing that movie. And I don't know if that's just like the saddest way of telling that writer that they suck, or like I don't know. They used to make comic books specifically to throw away. Ashcan comics, I think they were called. And they were only making them because they were... I think it was like you had to keep using a character every so often, or you had to print so many comics to keep like a license of something, or it was to jump through a hoop specifically for the sake of meeting a requirement with no intention of ever distributing them. But they technically had unique art and stories, and they're worth a lot of money, because the only ones that we have are the ones that like people potentially risk their job to keep, not knowing that they were going to be worth anything, right? That was the equivalent of... Oops, sorry. Dude, you're dead now. Okay, you are... Doop, 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 doop. I have to remember to actually... Oh, I'm lagging. That's not good. So, I'm lagging. Oh, we're free. I was holding the away button the whole time. As soon as I realized I was lagging, I was like jumping and trying to move away, because I did not want the game to think I wanted to be standing in that spiked chain. Alright, we should be able to finish him off now. There we go. Another quest down. Bastard sort of elemental Bane. Bane needs to be super vorpal. Like, what is Bane? Alright, Bane is, 5d 10 extra damage per hit. Big deal. At the inflated HP everything is at, because of inflated player power, that doesn't mean anything. If I'm going to specifically carry a weapon of Bane, I want it to be crippling. I want enemies to be like, oh no, he has a me Bane sword. We cannot be here. I want a Bane weapon to basically guarantee victory. I want it to be like God tier Vorpal is what a Bane weapon should be. Mermaid Bane. Oh, right. So, quickly, this is our one shortcut. I didn't have to walk back to get the quest. I could take all 5 quests because we did them in heroic. Put my little teleporty thing there. So, I brought up Transformers because they recently released Rise of the Beasts. It's a new Transformers movie, and it features a couple characters from Beast Wars. And I took my dad to go see it. Specifically because it's like, look, Dad, you're Optimus, my Optimus. Same movie. Let's go see the movie. Right? Legacy franchise. Like, what else is there that does that? Imagine, okay, imagine in 5 years, instead of rebooting Harry Potter, because you damn well know we're coming up on, they're going to reboot that and start that whole train over again. You know they're going to. That cash cow has not been milked enough. We will be seeing it again soon. But they're going to just reboot it, right? They're going to start on year 1 again. Maybe they'll do a prequel, right? Showing the Weasley family earlier on. They're going to keep expanding on the same ones. What I think they should do is say, screw it, and focus on the kids. Because Harry Potter came out when I was young, right? I was reading the Harry Potter... everyone in my school was reading the Harry Potter books. You space it out. And then you just do another wave. Yes, you just do it again, only without Voldemort, basically. Do another kid going through Hogwarts. You could live as, in retrospect, as sloppy as that writing was, it was engrossing, right? It was inconsistent and not well thought out. Like, it wasn't very forward thinking, but the idea was there. You could probably do something like, doesn't even have to be, you don't have to even follow one of the original kids, but you're going to absolutely be following Harry Potter's kid, or at minimum Harry and, no, not Harry, different story, Ron and Hermione's kid, right? The story about Harry and Hermione's kid, that's in a different section of the library. But yeah, instead of just rebooting it, they should just make another set of adventures with a new set of kids related to the old kids. And don't even call it Harry Potter 2. All of the adults will already know that it's Harry Potter 2. Don't tell the kids it's 2, or they'll think they have to go back and read 1. Leave that optional. Leave that as a, oh man, there was an original? Like Lord of the Rings and The Hobbit, okay? How many people watched the Lord of the Rings movies and then went back and were like, oh, look at this Hobbit thing. I liked Lord of the Rings. Let's go back and look at Hobbit. I don't remember what order Hobbit and Lord of the Rings were written. I feel like Hobbit was written first, but maybe that's just wishful thinking, kind of. But yeah, I don't know, just generational franchise interests me more than reboot. I don't want to see the same stuff retread over and over again. Show me the next thing. Oh, you know who did do it? Kind of? They didn't really space it out. Naruto apparently moved on, and the next season was his son, or next series was his son. Like, Naruto, like, the guy's name was literally the name of the show, was no longer the main character. That was a pretty, like, that's a generational one, and it's they're a little close together to be a real, truly legacy franchise. You know how you don't do it? Oh. Talk about a cold take. You know how you don't do a legacy franchise? Fucking Star Wars. Literally, all Star Wars did was go, hey, remember the thing you liked originally? You want it again? You want a little bit more of that same thing? Here's a reference to an old character. Nudge, nudge, wink, wink. The whole fucking time. They didn't need to. Like, they really could have just made, and they did. They could have just made new stuff, and they did, right? Mandalorian took off without any Skywalkers. Like, it did not depend on the name recognition of the main character. Yeah, Baby Yoda's a stretch, but you fucking knew it wasn't Yoda, right? It could have been Baby anything, right? That was Baby Groot. They were trying to sell Baby Groot a second time, is what that was. And they did. They saw a need, and they filled it. People needed more Baby Groot. Anyway, Mandalorian, great example, okay? Mandalorian comes out, hypes up Star Wars again. People, the kids watch Mandalorian, they go, that's awesome. And their dad goes, you want to see where he came from? And then they could go, and he's like, hey, here's old movies from when I was a kid This is what that's based on. And that's how you do it. And they're different stories, right? It's not, hey kids, did you like that new movie that just came out? Man, your dad saw a movie that was 90% similar to that, but with worse graphics. Do you want to go watch the exact same movie, but worse? They've tried to do the handoff thing a couple times. I think they forget that the handoff means they don't get to start at 1 again. So here's the thing, right? What was it? Indiana Jones. Don't ask me the subtitle. I don't even know if the movie's out yet, right? That's how little I cared to go see it. Will I see it eventually? Sure. Somebody will own it and I will borrow it. I'm pretty sure, just by the trailers, that the end of the movie is going to be Harrison Ford giving up the role to whoever, what's her name, the new female lead. Like, is there honestly any other way that movie ends? If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. But, like, if that movie's out and it ends in a not predictable way, let me know and I'll go see it. But I'm pretty sure we all know how that movie's ending. That's not really a legacy movie. Because I'm still looking for the orbs. If that's somebody's movie that says, "Oh, I'm going to watch new Indiana Jones." I don't know the other character's name. So, new Indiana Jones. Yeah, I'm really into new Indiana Jones. They know it's a continuation because it's got new in it, right? It's not like they can just pretend that the other Indiana Jones doesn't exist because the two characters have touched. There we go. It was the balcony one that I didn't have. We should just need the first floor south side, and then we're done. Alright, so... that assassin tried to assassinate me. He failed. So, those kind of movies don't work, right? That's the passing the torch kind of thing doesn't work because you don't start over at Indiana Jones 1. You just keep numbering them through with different actors. You know, it's kind of worse than a reboot because most of the time you're not doing it for plot reasons, you're doing it for actor negotiation reasons. Okay, like, occasionally you get something like Black Panther, right? That everybody loves that actor, and then he passes away. And it's like, well, shit. We absolutely would have kept going with him, but we can't. Like, I get that that happens sometimes. But most of the time, you get 12 movies in, and Iron Man is bored. Right? He has more money than Trump at this point. He can buy more blow than America even has in stock. And it's just like, you want me to work? Why? There's a point where actors have so much money, right, that they could just say no. And you get to just go and do only the projects you care about. And I guess that's what Robert Downey Jr. is doing right now, I guess. You don't hear about him needing money. He's in Oppenheimer, that really boring-looking movie about the scientists who made the nuclear bomb. I mean, it's not my kind of thing, but, you know, if he wants to do like a sad period piece kind of thing, hey, that's what he wants to do. And he gets to, because he's a multi-millionaire, possibly a billionaire. He'll never hurt for money. He could literally do whatever he wants. Right? Whereas all of us are just like, I would actually work out in order to fit in the Iron Man suit. You don't even have to pay me to be the stunt double. I'll just let you punch me. Just let me wear the suit. Like, there's a lot of people who want the job, and a lot fewer need for people who want the job, sadly. I mean, Ironheart, they're bringing in a replacement Iron Man, right? And it's from the comics, more or less. There is an Ironheart in the comics. There really is a replacement for Tony Stark in the comics. Whether they stick to what the comics did or not, who fucking knows? Who knows? But there's precedent. But even that, right? He was one of the few who gets written off. Plot. He made it all the way through his own storyline. You know, you compare that to look at Thor. I love Thor. But Thor's movies are very hit and miss. Thor almost always does better as part of an ensemble rather than by himself. He needs people to play off of. And most of his supporting cast is or dead. A lot of his supporting cast is dead. But, like, what I'm getting at, with the idea of the legacy, right? The Iron Heart or whatever is going to come out. And it's not like you can just watch that movie and pretend all the Iron Man movies didn't exist. That can't happen for any Marvel franchise movie at this point. They're all continuations of the same franchise. Compared to Spider-Man, okay? Again, whether they did it on purpose or not, but Sony made, they made a movie about Miles Morales. Ultimate Spider-Man. Ultimate is the super title to differentiate him from regular Spider-Man. That is a legacy character. That is, hey. Excuse me. That is, hey, we're just going to retire Peter Parker because we're just kind of done telling his story. And, you know, at this point, anything new we do with Peter Parker, we're literally going to have to, like, I don't know, kill off Aunt May, ruin his marriage, make him wish his own family away. I don't know, maybe give her, like, sperm-borne cancer or something. I don't know. What else can we do with this schmuck? We've already beat him to hell, literally. I wish I had made any of that up. They should have just... Peter Parker should have hung up his cape. Or... He doesn't have a cape. Should have hung up his tights a while ago. He has been a punching bag for a long time. But they don't even have to use Peter Parker. They can use Miles Morales and tell very similar stories about responsibility without having to literally retread the same stories. They can use different villains, reinterpretations of existing villains, cast new actors without anybody batting an eye, because of course it would be a different actor, and it's going to be fascinating to see how they do it differently. So then when, you know, when Freddy goes, man, I love Spider-Man, his dad can go, well, guess what, kiddo? You want to watch Dad's Spider-Man? It was a different one when I was younger. And you got entire new aspect of it opens up to the kid. Just like a new aspect opened up to the dad when he realized that Ultimate Spider-Man isn't just Black Peter Parker, it's a completely different character with his own motivations and storylines. Miles Morales is a great legacy character. He does not require Peter Parker to exist. I don't actually want any of these rewards. Do they have epic versions? I think they do, but I still don't care. We out. Now I better look. I'll go look. For you. I'll go look. Hey you. So in Heroic, all of these quests have 3 named items that always spawn in the end reward. They do have epic versions. It's actually possible they only have epic now that I think about it. Yes, there's epic versions. No, none of them are worth taking. Like, sure, this is a speed belt, which it would be nice to run fast, but my belt does way more unique things. The problem here, the main problem, all right, if I'm going to, it's not just that they have weak abilities for their level. It's not that they're lack overpoweredness. The problem is that each of them has like one thing on it. This has greater heroism on it. That's it. Whereas this random armor has 2 things on it. It has fortification and HP. I mean, honestly, that's honestly not bad at all. To the point that, are we supposed to just take this because it's so much better than what we've got? We are currently getting a little bit of HP off of our Feywild set bonus. But this has 37 vitality on it, which is more, unless we already have vitality. I don't know. I'm not doing gear Tetris unless we're actually max level, right? I'm not replacing things more than once. Oh, I meant to look at that. Oh well. You. I mean, even this. On critical hit, do a thing? Nah. Keen. Any melee is going to already have Keen. I do want to say, I think they added a thing where keen weapons also get an extra half a weapon die, which I do not see on this thing's damage. That might only be for random gen. But yeah, double strike. We're going to have double strike somewhere. I don't know. I feel like if they wanted to make random loot better, what they actually need to do is kind of narrow down where certain effects will spawn. Do I want a sword with dodge on it? No, I need dodge to be a passive thing on one of my armor slots. I don't want to not have my dodge because I switched weapons. My weapon needs to have nothing but offensive, damage-based things on it. Because that's the thing I'm swinging. I want incineration, brilliance. I want, on hit, do a thing. Those are the abilities I'm looking for in a weapon. Not stats, right? If somebody says, hey, what does your sword do? You don't want to say, well, it makes me slightly better at climbing ladders. What you want to say is, about 5% of the time, it cuts you in half. Every now and then, it makes you explode. Occasionally, it generates a miniature sun. Right? These are weapon things. Does anybody actually care about your belt? What does your belt do? It holds my pants up. And gives me some passive benefits, so I don't have to think about them. You are Mask of Deception? Yeah, you are not one of these quests. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, we got them all. Yeah. My little boy knows who Spider-Man is, but he's still little enough that he doesn't see Peter Parker and Spider-Man as the same person. He goes, that's Spider-Man. That's Peter. Right? He would absolutely never understand. I'm Clark Kent. I'm Superman. It's like, that disguise would work flawlessly. I'm curious to see which Spider-Man he associates with being Spider-Man as he grows up, since Miles Morales is kind of taking center stage. That'll be interesting. Anyway, I'm going to take a break. We've got half of this adventure pack to go. So, for you, momentarily, I'll be back to play the other half. And I'm back. So, let's go ahead and knock out the storm horns. I believe that we could use a similar trick to what we did in the prison. Since we've done the quests, I think the mountain guide will shortcut us towards the quests. Although, we gotta go to the right first, so we gotta walk to the first one. Don't want to teleport away and just forget one of the quests. Don't need that anymore. Space that back out. Just run straight into the wall. The storm horns are pretty. I'll give you that. I like the trees back there. At the end of the day, though, I don't like spending 20 minutes to run to the quest. Alright. Hunt Silver. Orifon. I guess his name's Orifon. I'm guessing it means something in some other language. I mean, probably like Elvish or something, right? It's a half-elf, right? Maybe. Maybe he's supposed to be human, though. I don't know. Whatever your deal is. Hey, did you try looking 2 feet away? Does it not spawn until he's done telling us that he's looking for it? I feel like I'm missing a buff. Besides Death Ward, which I never remember to cast. Whatever. I'm sure it'll be fine. We can yell. Rawr. Me, my 12 failed? Silly me. You know, I know it's scripted, right? But I imagine the guy, like the monk or whatever, rolls like an 82 to save on that knockdown and still gets knocked down. Just like, really? Why did you even have me roll? I literally just killed 3 of you in one swing. The only guy here with a lick of sense is the one teleporting away. Why am I slow? Oh, I'm exhausted. Little bit of a delay on that, but I don't really think about this quest very much. It's just the first one, right? We just do it. There's nothing super intense or memorable about it. The boss fight's slightly annoying if you're a melee, but not even like outrageously annoying. Just like, man, this would be slightly easier if I was a ranged character. That's totally a trap. Kind of tempted to open it anyway. A mage. Always go for the mages first. Not that it matters as much. Can we avoid a fight by avoiding the spell rune? Yes, yes we can. I like nicked 1 spike. You know, Featherfall should make those spikes not do any damage. Because it's not like it's the spikes jumping up and hitting me, it's my weight falling on them. And I have Featherfall, so... Well, I guess Featherfall doesn't make you, like, infinitely light. It just makes you fall slower. So I guess you would just very slowly impale yourself on the spike. Oh, I forgot the spell word. And then the giant of unusual HP. I'm gonna go kill the archer so he's not annoying me with his crippling. I will auto-attack this giant for a while. Because it has a ridiculous amount of HP. And pushes you slightly away so that you don't even hit it. I guess this is a good time for buffs. Like, why does this guy have this much HP? Like, it seems like he's got... It's like they gave him, like, the Reaper amount of HP. He doesn't do anything else, right? He just takes forever. So it's not like he's... It's not like the time they accidentally put a Reaper monster in, like, hard mode. And that really sucked to do that quest back before they fixed that. Oh no. Spikes. Really? I miss way more than I should. Both rolling 1s and 2s and also just not physically being there, I guess. I'm just kind of hoping I'm going the right way. Because I don't want to go do the optional. I want to go straight to the end of the quest, but... Seems like every time I try, I end up going down one of the optional paths. Optional, defeat the Mad Druid. Yep, we went the wrong way. Dude, we're supposed to turn right at the cave? Is that what it was? Guess we'll find out. I don't do this quest that often. There's nothing that way. Like I said, I don't dislike this quest. It's just a hallway of monsters with like 2 potential dead ends to run down. And it's also literally the opposite direction you want to go to get to the other quests. So like everything about this just makes this seem like a detour. Well, we haven't got any notes about optional guys, so probably right? Yeah, there's a shrine over there. That matches up with what I expected. So this should be the boss out this way. I hope. Oh, I just realized. I left my other fan on there. Sorry for that. That's... well, out of what's going to be like a 4-hour video. Sorry for the 5 to 10 minutes of the fan was on. It's summertime. It's hot. Although it was more comfy for those couple minutes. I'll have to see how disruptive that fan is. That one... fan blowing at Mike is probably really obnoxious. But we'll see. If I remember to look into it, which I should, because this has an automatic cut on it. I'll see how obnoxious it is. At least put a disclaimer if it's super bad. Well, those boss the control orb things, they don't stand very long, so at least we won't have to worry about that. If you can't kill them fast enough, there's like an air jet trap. So you just have to run up a second time, and that's annoying. You know, you go up there, get about half of it done, it'll blow you away. You have to just run all the way back up there. Like that. We didn't one-shot it. So now I have to run back over there. Alright, we're gonna smite it this time. Well, we didn't get blown off, but we one-shot the other one. It didn't seem like I had to do anything special, and then that one took a lot more hits. Alright. Killing these first, because there's always a chance there's like a one of those assassins in there, and I don't want the assassins just hitting me while I'm not paying attention. Man, that guy thought it would be really fun to fight that random dragon guy. Obviously, you are what I'm trying to avoid. Especially multiple of you at the same time. How did I one-shot the first one? It seems like they were squishier the first couple times I hit them. Where are you at? There you are. And dead. 82,000? That is a surprising amount of XP for... I mean, 12... I guess it was 12 minutes, but it's still... I don't know. I think we got over 100 for doing Through a Mirror Darkly. But still, that was unusually high XP, I thinks. Maybe I'm just not used to the epic payouts. We are recalling and walking back in so that we can get to the teleporter guide. There are 3 options. One of them you never use. Take us to the southwest camp. And then we just follow... We follow the lake to the quest number 2. Alas, my drink is gone. And I'm looking at this crystal clear lake water. Just... It's summer, right? I don't like summer. So just look at that. Just look at this lake. The crystal clear water. This is like a quarry lake, right? It's probably what it is. No, well, I don't know. I don't actually know how far from Evening Star we are because of, you know, loading zone. But man, this would be a vacation destination. Just look, like, yeah, it's rocky, not beach, but man, I could see a little cabin on that. You know what? You know what? This is gonna be the thumbnail. This lake. I'm not really inspired when it comes to thumbnails, so first thing I think of. But this quest. Stressful, but man does it feel good to wipe out all the supply runners. We will see if we can do it. Alright. We're gonna go and try the harpies. I have had... I don't know why, but that... I just didn't register that this bridge was here. It was like Indiana Jones, right? I was looking right at it, and so it blended in. I had to see it from the side. Anyway, I've had issues with the harpies, like, killing the boss. And because the harpies killed him before I was close enough to trigger something or other, the quest broke. So I'm a little gun-shy about the harpies, but they're, like, so convenient for if one of those knoll runners gets ahead of you. Plus, I have 1,000,000 charisma, so... Aren't you, like, right here? Maybe I'm one little... If there's mountain lions, then no. I'm one spot too far over. That mountain lion took a lot of hits. Hi, harpies. Won't you be my neighbor? Take me to your leader. There you are. Pretty please? Ah. You fight them anyway? Oh, you get to fight one-on-one as a test of strength instead of... Okay. So I finally did. I passed. I passed my check with the harpies. And you still fight. You just get an easier fight. Look at me. I'm the captain now. I like to try to kill all the archers, but I don't have good enough spot. Yeah, I don't know what all you guys are doing down here, but y'all are screwed. I was going to leave the harpies to it, but then I decided I don't want them still to be busy and not running back and forth to catch stragglers. Just in case they don't have the DPS to take that out quick. Ooh. You are a fast harpy. Hey Knowles, go ahead and start shooting me. Break your stealth so that it doesn't take me so long to find you. Good job. I guess I can just hold the mouse button down on the off chance I wing one as I go by. Swing, swing, swing. They're all mostly on the edge, right? So if I just do this, I should find most of them, you would think. Those screeching gnoll death cries. Ha! Found one. Yeah, it's not gonna work on me. Okay. Now we just... one more sweep as we go this way, and if there's a stray archer, maybe he takes a pot shot at us. Then we could slap him on our way. And we go try to, we tried to play a one-man game of Red Rover. I feel like there's one like here. Nothing? Not seeing... oh, shoot. I was kind of keeping an eye out for the supply carriers. I was expecting there to be like the first wave has arrived kind of thing. Let's put some buffs up. I mean, wave 1 is easy. Wave 2 is the only hard one. Like, yeah, I can see if you don't have great DPS, the giants are annoying because they're so, chonky. But it's the speed of the gnolls that's always my problem. So we're going to make sure that we kill all of the not supply guys first. Imagine the dishonor. Like, why were you chosen to be backpack guy? You're like an orc warrior, and you're told your job is to carry the backpack. The gnolls, I could see being told to do it anyway. Alright. Here's where we need to catch up. Cut them off. Alright, we're going to intercept the next wave. Okay, that was not what I was expecting. But okay. Stand in front of this. Oh, how did you not get hit? Gotta get these out of the way or I'm not going to be able to tell who the supply carriers are. Which the next wave should be coming towards me already. Alright, we got one. And we turn around and we chase this guy, which... I don't know. Just barely keeping up with him. Get back here. Get back here. No. Harpies, get him. Really? Fucking Mario Karting his way through, like... He ignores all of the harpies, too. Oh, wait. I forgot about my dart. I might have been able to paralyze him. But no, I guess we don't get to do all of them because... he just outruns all of us. Like, what's the fucking point? You can't chase him. All the other ones I was able to keep up with. Or just barely get him. And then that one's just like, nah, I just decided to be twice as fast. No particularly good reason, just this one's so fast you can't hit him with any of the harpy spells or anything. I mean, the devs don't want you to be a melee. The devs want you to be a spellcaster. It's very clear. Very rarely can a melee do any of the true side things. It's like you need to be a spellcaster to do most things. Alright. The giants are easy. We basically won't even have to chase them. As long as my hits are actually registering, and none of them decide that they're Sonic the Giant Hedgehog. It's just like... You just saw me take out all your giants. You're like, ah, I'll get him, and then I decapitate... What was that? That was weird. I didn't kill those last giants. They just teleported away. And if they could teleport, why are they walking the supplies? Guess I'll just walk over here. And then just stop walking. And then we fly, and then we go back to walking. Well, at least the harpies are trying. Big old giant grablander. Yeah. Basically, 2 quests down. What we got left? We have the stand and fight one, which is going to be really easy on this character. And we have the double glacier ones, which should always have been 1 quest. Look at that. That was only 50. And this quest was way more involved. And longer. We were in here longer. There was more... Well, I mean, there was also a bunch of bonus XP. So I guess that's probably calculated in their math. let's see. That's basically 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Like 20. We would have got about 25, maybe 30 if I would have got that one guy. So they're on par with each other, give or take. But that's a bunch of optional XP versus just the raw 80k we got. We just got a raw 50 on this one, that's weird. This quest is better, and this quest is more interesting. I don't know. I mean, I guess that's how they could shore up some of their less interesting quests, is just make them worth like 50% more XP, like as a incentive to run them. I don't know if that'd be a good idea though, because then people would be doing them for the XP and purposely doing the bad quests, or the not as optimal quests, or not as fun. Alright, southwest, we just did that. Then there's northwest and north. I'm pretty sure we just want straight north. Yep. Central camp. Yep. The other one is just kind of... The northwest one is like the halfway point on your way up to this one. So we just never need to use that one to go to a quest. If they ever expand this zone, I expect they'll put a quest over there. Go away, Air Elemental. Nobody likes you. Eh. You'd think if I chopped that thing's hand off, it would be like, maybe I don't want to eat this guy. Just cleave on my way in, and hard done. Okay. Do not wander too far, little hireling. You're going to really want that cold resist I'm going to give you. Because I am pretty sure... Well, I think it happens on either one, but we're on Epic Hard. That, I think it's a Draco Lich or something. That guy is definitely going to shoot at us. It's like, how dare I wake you up? You will send gnolls at me? These are the noisiest guys you have, right? These hyena motherfuckers, like... You might as well send the giants in. You're not going to be able to sleep through all of this yapping. Alright. Kill the warlock. Are we done with... gnolls? No. We killed their leader, but we haven't fought all the waves yet. Come on, give me the next wave. Here, wavy wave. Gotta watch those warlocks. Even if not for my sake, for the hireling's sake. Don't want them randomly getting domed. Hey, guess what I have? A gong! I have no need to sit around and wait. beat up Naznub? Really? Well, your leader's dead. Your berserkers are dead. Your archers are dead. You're just gonna send another wave at me? Okay. You're gonna send your dog? Like, where are you guys going? You're like running right by me. Do I really have to chase all the way in here? Like, how am I supposed to get that? I guess I could just back up far enough eventually. Break line of sight and make him come to me. Any more orcs? Yo, Sundawn, come stand over here so he has to move. Make him move. Thank you. Now he wants the hill giants to come. But they're slow, so we're going to give them a hand. It's gotta be galling to be a giant and just watch all of them just get, like, cut down on at the knee. I can't even reach this guy's head, and it's just like, doesn't matter. You guys don't have any damage reduction. And even if you guys do hit me, I've got a pretty good auto, like, reactive stun if I get under 50% HP. See how fast these ones are going down? Like, yes, I know that they're minion types. I know that they're not supposed to be super tough, but that giant from the first quest, like, there's no other giant like that in this pack. I think he's got more HP than the actual giant boss of the next quest. And we ring the bell again, and we annoy him again. We have to be a little more careful this time, because he is summoning Shadowfell. And again, we don't want to be surrounded by too many of those assassins at the same time. Just kind of chewing our way through whatever's moving. It's kind of dark and hard to see. But as long as there's still numbers going up. This one was only 40. Wow. I would say this quest is generally much harder than the first or the second one. This is probably the hardest quest out here. Interesting. Haggle search, mythic boost. Alright. 3 down. I'd say we're making good progress, but the obviously longest ones we haven't got to. Like the clearly long ones. At least we don't have to go back and pick up the last quest, because man, this is a run. This is a long way to go just because you forgot to pick up the quest. Or, you know, the first time you do the chain, you can't take the last quest till you turn the others in. Ugh, rough. It's a long way to go. Well, we're almost to the first one. I don't know if they're in order. I think they are. I think this is our quest 4, and then the farther up one is quest 5. I think. Yeah, I'm pretty sure of it. Yeah, breaking the ice. This is the correct one. We're in the right place. I just have to run through all the hallways. I don't remember frost giants being inherently evil. Like, maybe I'm thinking of storm giants, but I don't feel like... Well, I guess they would have been based on Norse mythology, right? You can't make a frost giant without thinking, oh, you mean like Loki? So they probably were intended to be bad giants to begin with. We talk about guilty by association. That's like, yeah, you could almost say it's like orcs. Even though Warcraft, especially Warcraft 3, they came out so long ago, and they had like an orc campaign, and very clearly they've made it so that like orcs are not inherently bad. They were under the thumb of the demons, blah, blah, blah. I don't think you ever get away from Tolkien deciding that orc was bad. Now, he might have invented orcs, but you're never going to get away from that that characterization. Like, just the default stance is orc equal bad. If you're playing D&D, you can make a, you know, a city, a whole, not even a tribe, right? A city of all well-educated and civil and friendly orcs. And if the players don't burn it down assuming that it's a trick, like, it's only going to be memorable because people are going to say, well, it is the, it was only created to be the opposite of the rule. Making the opposite of something is not quite the same as, you know, there being evidence to disprove a rule. Alright. Getting tired faster than I thought I would. Maybe it's just preemptively tired from knowing we've got to run through this quest twice. Just one super long plus size quest. Alright, we get wave 2? Give me wave 2? You want to send another wave of your minions at me? Imagine being the, like, 4th unit of gnolls. You know there's 3 others ahead of you. Like, this was your easy day. You're half drunk because there's no way there's going to be 4 intruders, right? Squad 1, 2, and 3 are going to take care of anything that happens today. And then they just look back. You know, the boss calls you like, Squad 1, 2, and 3 are all dead. Go out there and fight the guy who single-handedly killed them all. You guys are still throwing stuff at me instead of just coming down here. Well, whatever. We still got to go forward. This way. Now we talk to a giant, who's supposedly the same size as all the other giants we killed. La 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 la. Some of them are supposed to be bigger than others, right? They really just use the one model, but I want to say fire giants are a little shorter. Hill giants are like, they're like the smallest. They're like, aren't they supposed to be more like, probably like 8 feet shorter than they are in DDO? They're supposed to just be like really big ogres, basically, but not. But then you're supposed to meet a fire giant or a stone giant and go, "Wow, that one's even bigger than the giant I already killed." And I want to say storm giant is like the skyscraper-y kind of even bigger giant. He's like a giant. I'm not confident I'm going the right way. We have got... Man, I have not been properly paying attention. We are here specifically... What was that? We are here to get... like the battle trappings. I need to pick enough of them up. We got 0 so far, and I'm not convinced that we haven't passed one. I think there's one right below that bridge, but here we go. Cross garters. See, this is what I was thinking of. This is why I went back to smash those guys, because I was thinking of this. And then... I need, what, 4 more? I think I jumped down from this. I don't want to go that way, though. I've never had this much trouble, but I can feel myself getting tired. And it's still hot, especially because I turned off my fan. Not about that. Here's the lever I wanted. This has the orcs behind it. Give me the thing. Let's see if we can pass a test and skip a fight. Intimidate. Success. Yay! One less thing to have to do. Still need 3 more? How am I missing this many of them? Beard brace is a pretty cool idea. Beard armor. Really just reinforces the idea that giants are just big dwarves. You only need 1 more. I don't suppose we're gonna get line of sight on 1 more. We could just beeline it back to the dude. Yeah, we were already here. Let's go back and take one of those paths we didn't take, just so we can make sure we get another one. We went down, so let's see what happens if we go up. Is there one at the top of this spiral, maybe? I think I see one. We got a placard. I mean, we will now. Alright, let's get back to Grumpy. And then we turn that way. We ignore the air elemental. Follow the path to the left. It should take us right to him. Really? Did I just literally run over that one on our way? Told you I wasn't paying attention at first. Here you go. Alright, time for the boss fight. I do like that this quest just kind of takes you to the boss fight. We've done enough. We've done enough. This is the second time I've been knocked down and it put me on cooldown without giving me my ability. Not cool, man. Alright, less talky, more smashy. Come on. Come on. Just fight. Thank you. This guy's got 30,000 HP because you're supposed to get help from the giant. And down. Now we have to fight the giant. And then we'll be done with Quest 4. Oh man, we're so close to getting it under an hour. For the first 4. Come on, less talk, more fight. I know the timer's not going to exactly match up because there's like padding on the recording. But my clock says if I can get this in 2 minutes, which we're going to get. Just shy of 80k. Why is that first quest worth so much? Charisma necklace. Didn't we need a charisma necklace? We might take that because I think we need a charisma necklace. Right. Only one quest to go. We're going to swing north. Very short run when you don't have to like go back for the quest. Very short run. Get on our horse to make it even shorter. Just the one. Just the one left. And this very, very long video will be over. We have not really killed like anything out here. We have one army kill because I did a spin attack on our way into quest 3. What goes up? This one should be worth a boatload of XP and will probably level us up. I mean, we only need, what, 65? Yeah, there's no way we don't get 65k XP. This is another quest I skipped on hardcore because it has an instant death mechanic, and you should always skip that unless you are really, really desperate or supremely confident. A jeweled key already? Is that why I never got all the jeweled keys? Is because there's way more of them than I thought? I'll probably forget to use it. Alright, take these guys out. Shouldn't take too long to get to the I Spy portion where you have to look for the crest. Oh, you guys actually hurt me enough that I triggered Crusade. And I didn't see anybody get stunned, which is sad, because that's what I want. I don't know if those abilities work together, but what I want to happen is if I have health, it auto stuns everything near me. That's what I want to happen. I don't know if it works that way. Giants taking slightly longer to chop down. Really? Just... Thank you. The other one's like half clipped into a wall, so we're going to see if we can just run away from him. We still haven't even got to the section of the quest that I'm thinking of, where we have to actually find Orifon. And the crest. I feel like we should be getting close to that by now. Maybe it's at the top of this. I don't really remember anything else in this quest is the reason. I feel like it's gotta be soon. Alright, there's some assassins here. I don't know exactly where, but give them some big old cleaves. Interesting place to put the lever. Okay. This is what I was thinking of. This is... So we're getting pretty close to the end of the quest. We don't have to do a lot of, like, meaningless running in circles anymore, at least. We need to know where Orifon is. But to drop any of these, we need to go around the corner. You guys just had to stay stealthed. That's all you had to do. All you had to do was stay stealthed. Hireling, use this, please. Another Zudo Dragon, huh? I do think that they're bigger than they are on heroic mode. I'd have to see them next to each other to confirm, though. We have UMD. Open everything. Boom. UMD. Open everything. Could I have gotten some if I would have been more careful? Yeah. Do I care? No. Because it opened every single door and I don't have to worry about it now. We need Orifon and we need the crest. Oh. Orifon showed up on my targeting thing. He acknowledged my presence, but I don't... There we go. Okay. Now if I can just find the crest, we more or less have a straight shot to the end of the game. There's a silver key in there. What does the silver key do? Does that unlock this, there was an extra, like, corner that you normally would fight like a red name shade. Maybe unlocking the control box to let you fight him is a silver key. That kind of sounds familiar. Nothing. Apparently nothing except for whatever it was that was hurting me. Ooh, crest! 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 Nah. Come on. Fight through. Fight through. guy still chasing me? Go away, spell ward. I said, go away, spell ward. Be gone! What is attacking you? Alright. Now we just run to Orathon. I was gonna say, I don't have yours, dude. You need to put yours in. Okay. Did I miss something? Or am I supposed to just wait? Oh. Control orb. Got it. Man, this is not the quest to doze off. You doze off holding forward, you could just be dead by the time you open your eyes again. You kill one, two more pop up to take his place. Ah! Gotta do some jumping jacks or something. We're getting close to the end, though. That's exciting. No more looking for random stuff. Okay. Not that this mini-boss is anything to actually talk about. He doesn't really have anything other than the inflated HP. It's a good thing they moved that thing right now, or I wouldn't have been able to go through. Alright. Couple more scripted chaff fights. And we'll be in the boss fight. Man, it is still so hot. It is so late. Well, like, you would just say it's so early. Early in the morning, and I'm still just sweating. Cannot get this house to cool down. Alright, orcs, I know you're excited. Okay. But maybe check the pile of bodies before you just run into combat. Forward, forward. No sleepy. No sleepy. You fall off, you die. And it's a long fucking walk back, and I don't want to do that. At least these guys are all melee, so just takes a couple seconds of holding the button down. Come on, we gotta make it. We gotta make it. I did not. There was no way I would have started the other half of this if I would have known just how, like, exhausted I am, apparently. I think it's just the heat. I think it's just hot enough, right? When it's hot and you're sweaty and your body's like, no, just go find a rock, crawl under it, and you can come out when the temperature's not trying to kill you. And my drink is gone. Couple more giants. Okay. Think we're almost there. I vaguely remember there being like a slight incline, like a bridge kind of thing, and there being a fight with some casters again. You had to knock me down. Getting close. Yeah, this is what I was thinking of. Bridge up. It's got a caster on it. Okay. Oh, sorry for the lack of commentary. I mean, we've been in podcast mode quite a bit lately because we're just doing repeats of stuff we've already done, right? But I do still try to fill the empty quiet with at least tangentially on-topic banter. But I'm tired. Alright. Alright. Checking our buffs before we start all this. I'm going to go ahead and make sure I've got Death Ward up. Because I don't trust them not to throw something. Okay. The boss is monologuing. So we just have to wait. Let's see if the crystal goes down any faster than the control orbs from the first quest. Oh man, I wish. Things taking forever to go down. Hey, leave my hireling alone. She's doing a perfectly good job of sewing my face back on. Alright, one down. And I saw that natural 20. We got a crit in there to finish it. So the worst part of this quest is not the walk. It's not that it's too similar to the previous quest. It's the stupid Shadowfell effect. Like, it's so easy to like right there. Look at this gap right here. It's so big. And once they do the shifting to purple world thing, there's no seeing the floor anymore. Okay. Number 2. After number 2, he summons the Shadow Vars. That was a lot of random lightning. Almost there on number 2. Okay. Now, he's going to send us to the Shadow Realm thing. So you have to be careful not to be just like auto running towards something and then lose visibility. Well, there goes the boss. He wasn't attacking, and I'm like, what am I doing wrong? And my tired brain was like, yeah, I'm supposed to pick this up and put it in my pocket. I am very surprised we haven't done the Shadowvar thing yet. There's no way they're going to let me do all 4 of them, right? We're in here on hard mode, right? Where's my forced Shadowvar thing? That I am slowly losing faith that they didn't just change it in an update and I didn't notice. That's all 4. I know the ice elemental was trying to kill me, but it's so hot. Are you sure we can't be friends? Ooh. Alright, where's the main man? Chased you all the way over here. Man, power word stun. And I was just barely out of range of that thing. So this is how tired I got. So just then, I know I'm looking for the guy, right? I imagined finding him and beating him up. And then I snapped back to reality and we still haven't even caught up to the stupid guy. Where's any moves? Is it tied to his HP? Like he does it at half health? But I'd never go fight him first. Do I? I don't think so. I'm going to guess at half health he's going to do the Shadowvar thing. Oh, another ice elemental. Can he only do one special at a time? Maybe it's the... because all of the ice elementals weren't killed yet. Maybe. Alright, there's the Shadowfell we've been expecting. Here's a Shadowvar, number 1. fucking seriously running away? You're supposed to be like the knight they tagged in for victory. I'm gonna catch you. You're just a regular mage, but I guess I should kill you too. On principle. Alright. Defeat the Shadowfell. 2 left. There's Dumbface. I guess we could do some damage to him. That's an assassin. Oh, what a place to get stunned again. Here's a Shadowfell. I don't really want to kill the boss until we actually get the notification that killing him is next. My head itched. Finish off the Shadowfell. Ooh, free toy inside. And just one more. So we have to very carefully do this loop. Yeah, see that crack right there? Alright, there's the Shadowfell. Gonna fight it. We're gonna move as little as possible. As he promptly runs around the whole... Where are you even going? You are just making it harder for me to kill you. Without meaningly, like, adding to your side's goals other than... What, sneak attack bonus? Okay, now we should be able to kill Andaro? Is that his name? It's A something, isn't it? I mean, I'll find out when I find him. Because now I'm going to read his name tag. And apparently not find him ever again? He's up there. How am I supposed... I mean, it didn't brick, did it? Oh, now he's not up there. Can't see anyway. Is that him? Where are you? I purposefully made sure I didn't click on him too many times. I didn't want him to die before we had a chance to actually end the quest. Where are you at? Just there you are. Ooh, I almost fell in that damn crack trying to catch up to him. He's still running away. There. Dead. Boop, boop, doop, boop, doop. We've already won. Jump off the flying glacier? No, thank you. Okay, I jumped. Closer to the edge. Might as well get our loot while we're waiting for the cutscene to play. Huh. Okay. Thingy goes boom. A million researchers start flying in from all over Eberron, or all over the realms, to look up the crash thing. 175. That is a smidge higher than the 65 we needed. I feel like I should take that. Alright, we out. That was a lot of XP for half an hour. Half an hour is not terrible. I wonder how much of that was me going, and I'm half asleep for hopefully not more than a second before snapping up again. My timer looks like there's no 10-minute nap to have to edit out. I don't really care about any of these items either. Yeah, let's just go. Okay, so we finished another major storyline. So I think we might have some sagas to pick up. First stop, we're going to go level up because we leveled up. And I can't remember the last time we leveled up, like the moment we got it. But we have a lot of banked XP, and I want to potentially be taking these sagas. So, Epic Trainer, Advance, Charisma, because we are Charisma. And we are going to take Embodiment of Law. Right, they changed a lot of the... It is Embodiment of Law, right? Yes, we want Embodiment of Law. First of all, it just sounds cool for a paladin. Second of all, our top tier in our Epic Destiny tree gives us a bonus to Embodiment of Law. I swear, the feat used to do a lot more. Didn't it used to be like 6d6 extra damage a hit or something, and now it's +2 imbue dice? How is that even close? I got 4 points to spend. We're not even gonna get... We're not even gonna get it because we don't have enough... Oh, we got the sagas. We might get a point. Okay. Which ones are sagas? This lady is... You're the in-house ones, right? Yeah, we already did that saga, so we're not going to get that one again. We've got the Hunt Silver guy over here. Yep. Got this one. Balance, repair, and 84,000. Balance? Repair. Did we already take a balance one? Now, let's take balance. Is it exciting? No. But most of the skills are not exciting to us. I also have this +1 search tome, but that's bound to account instead of character, because I got it in the daily dice after I stopped recording. Yeah, Sun Flasks is not quite the same. Anyway, the rest of the sagas are right down here. Let's see if we happen to complete any more of these. We're missing Beyond the Rift? Because we haven't done the epic version. Right, because I'm saving all the free quests for one shot. Okay, so we got one more for you. That's heroic. What do you need? So when we do the... Oh, here's... We did Impossible Demands and Belly of the Beast on normal? I don't remember that. Belly of the Beast breaks a lot. Impossible Demands on normal? Whatever. Haggle and Spot. Haggle's probably the one most people would be like, click, done, easy. I probably won't ever get enough Spot to actually be able to see stuff, though, so I think it probably is Haggle. Just confirming we didn't already find a one for Haggle. We just got Balance, right? So yeah, it would say Tome. Let's get Haggle. Why not? That's the one everybody's going to say I should have picked, so... And reminder, we're not picking the XP if there's a somewhat reasonable tome, because we're going to have more XP than we're going to need. Would it have been kind of cool to get my ability right now? Yeah. But that's not important. So, as I switched back to the right spreadsheet, was surprising nobody, there's not really any changes in that pack from heroic to epic. They were made at the same time. There's one of them was just because they could. I don't know which one. I suspect the heroic. But one of those was just, we're making the quest. We've got the tab open. Might as well just scale everything down a little bit and make a heroic one. Like, that's the vibe I get on these. Where are we going next, though? Here we go. We're going somewhere that might have something new to look at. We are looking at the Delera's Tomb. That is back in House Jurasco, and that is a pack that got Epic added much later, like the Catacombs and Giant Hold. There's actually the possibility of some differences there. Do I remember any off the top of my head? No. But I haven't actually done Epic Deleras very often. Maybe once or twice. Because I just never... I haven't had a character in the TR path of it since it came out. So yeah. Next time, Delera's Tomb. We'll find out together if there's any meaningful differences between Epic and Heroic, other than upscaling the items. Let's go ahead and dump our 4 points into this tree somewhere. What does this need? Level 32. We need... Oh, we need level 30 and 30 points spent in tree. So I couldn't get it right now anyway. But I can do the 30 points spent in tree. I feel like we need improved Sunder for something, and I don't remember what. I don't need True Seeing. I don't need another religion. say HP. We just go click, click, click. 15 HP, 75% fortification. How's our fortification looking? It's a little weak. It's a little weak. Just get some more smites. Oh, yeah, we'll go damage, HP, and fort. There we go. 30 points. We're ready to get the top tier when we hit level 30. All right. Thanks for sticking around while I've been half checked out. I'm going to go to bed and sit next to a fan, and hopefully it'll be nice and cold. Go find myself a river to drink first. Man, I hate summer. Hopefully it's cool wherever you are. Well, thanks again for watching. Take care. Stay cool. Avoid summer. Summer aggro, bad. Have someone else tank your summer for you.